You know, the Democratic primary is set, their November election looking like it's going to come down to Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. What is next in this race?
Yeah, in fact, joining us right now, political analyst John Hoy to talk about this. So do you see Hillary Clinton's tone changing as she moves forward, and how does she handle Bernie Sanders because he's vowing to stay in it through the convention?
She's going to have to turn a little bit more toward the middle. She's got a lot of excitement, particularly among baby boomer women, that she's got to maintain that. A little bit less so perhaps among millennial women. And with Sanders, she really has to get ready for a convention where I think he's going to be talking about his kind of issues, much more progressive side of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, speaking of Bernie Sanders, he's changed his tone just a little bit, but he's certainly not, bowing out or anything. What do you think's next for the Bernie Sanders camp?
His challenge is going to be to keep his movement going. And he's had primaries where he has actual battles with Clinton over issues. Now he's got to try to figure out a way to keep his people charged up through the convention. That's going to be a challenge for him.
Let's talk about Donald Trump. Does he change anything moving forward now that it's becoming clearer that Hillary is in fact the presumptive nominee?
It's Mr. Unpredictable. It's very hard to say. His problem is that he actually has to develop a real campaign. It's one thing to be a public spokesman, very difficult to build a real campaign. That's the challenge he faces right now for the next couple of months.
Is Bernie Sanders, are we really looking at him perhaps swaying some independent voters? What happens with some of the undecideds, you think?
That's the big question. What happens to the Sanders voters? How much and how quickly they come back home to the Democratic Party and support Hillary Clinton. That's the challenge. That's the challenge that she faces, is to bring those people in. I suspect President Obama is going to play a role in that.
Very quickly, I want to talk about the Senate race. Barbara Boxer retiring, opening up that seat. There were 34 candidates at one point. Now it's down to 2 women who are Democrats. What do you see happening there?
A couple of things are going to go on. One, Loretta Sanchez's challenge is to go out and try to pick up some Republican votes against Kamala Harris. She's also got to get Hispanics excited. It's going to be a much larger Hispanic vote in November, which is potentially going to benefit her.
All right, John Hoy, we've got plenty of local races to talk about. You're going to stick around in our next half hour. Mayor, runoffs, county supervisors, all that. So we'll talk to you in less than 30 minutes from now.